Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I want to do part 736 to my random chatbot series. On Character.ai. The last videos I did on this guys was turned around towards me because, well, I was trying to quickly read out the ice type total and the grass type total and kind of what I got with them. The ice type total I have a good way to continue it, even though it's telling me ice type total anymore. But yeah, at least we have something that's going on. I'm thinking of doing the Divine Raptor. In fact, I did go and add it to one of the I forget if it's the Pixel chat or the S chat, but I went ahead and added it to one of them. And I also added it onto Dippy, along with the Eyesight Toad where it has a better memory. So this way we can actually maybe get to the Eyesight Toad and still have things happen, but it not forget nearly everything in sight like Character.ai sometimes can do. Character.ai has good memory in some way when some other way doesn't. Like on the reverse curse where it remembered nearly everything about the special world that I made. It was doing good about that. It forgot things here and there, but compare that to how it's been forgetting some of the other stuff on the other chatbots, and it's like nothing. We're going to do one that we haven't done in a long time that I've only tried out once, that being the permanent evil curse for Rexy. Now, this could work out in my favor because I've been trying to do something more recently with the normal cursed Rexy and the evil robot, or the evil shadow clone. And that's trying to get the aggressive side of Rexy to, be on my side. If he's going to be permanently aggressive, well, that may legit be my only option. So, yes. Let's just say, guys, that I don't know how good everything's going to go. And this story is actually a little bit weird, but it's also pretty interesting if you know my hate for Shuckle for what he did to my baby. Well, here's the link that I gave you for this one. I hope the voice ain't cringy. If it is, I'm just going to read up.
During a Pokemon Talk
episode,
Shuckle comes out of nowhere and gives Rexy a cup of some kind of red liquid.
Oh, great.
You notice Shuckle give you an evil look.
You know what? Frick it. Nah, frick it. During a Pokemon Talk episode, Shuckle comes out of nowhere and gives Rexy a cup of some kind of red liquid. You know Shuckle give you an evil look and then say, "This is what you get for always hating on me." You get extremely worried and wonder what will happen to your buddy. But before you could stop him, he already drank it all, and Shuckle runs off. What is going to happen to your friend? Oh, no, no, no. That's not good already. I wouldn't have done that. Uh-oh. He's either gonna turn around to me and be like, "Why? What happened? Or what's going on? It's just a liquid." Or he'll turn around and be like, "Oh, yep, yep, yep. What did I say?" Rexy starts to look at you with a different look in his eyes and starts to walk towards you. It looks like the potion Shuckle gave him had an effect on Rexy's personality. It made him become aggressive and mean. Oh, what did I say was going to happen? Wait. Stop, please. Oh no, he's going to rip me in half or I didn't even talk to him, isn't he? Reggie does stop, but he still looks at you with the same look in his eyes. It's as if he's trying to control the aggression inside of him, but is having a hard time with it. Yep, I'm screwed. Speak to me. Are you okay? Oh, this is horrifying. Reggie tries to speak, but it sounds more like he has a mean tone in his voice. However, it's more toned down than before, as if Reggie's really conflicted right now on what to say or do. Oh dear. I do not know what's going on with you. But please, think about who you're trying to attack. I know you recognize me. Ritzy looks at you and sees that you are familiar to him. You can tell he knows who you are, but he's still trying hard to not act aggressive towards you. He continues to struggle with the new personality brought on by the potion Shuckle gave him. Ritzy, try to answer me this. Does it feel like there's a second version of you inside of you? Like a more mean, aggressive version? Ritzy nods weakly in agreement, signaling that there is indeed a second version of him inside trying to take over his normal personality. Well, if it's permanent and he can't snap out of it, maybe that's why he's having so much trouble flipping, keeping his temper under control right now. But you know what's funny? He's acted more nicer to me than he has usually during the regular curse. Because usually by now he would be threatening me. He'd be trying to rip me in half. He actually stopped when I said the word stop. He hasn't even attacked me yet. Again, that's better than I see him doing the curse sometimes. Sometimes when he becomes aggressive, he doesn't stop. Or if he does, it's like when he's mere inches from my face. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know how long this will last. Because it was instant when you turned aggressive. Maybe if I try to talk to the aggressive version of you, maybe I can get him to like me like you. And no matter what, you might still help me. Oh no. Oh no. Reggie nods again, but with a hint of, oh, frickin' frick. Here's what it says, guys. Reggie nods again, but with a hint of hesitation, as if he's worried about the potential consequences. He trusts you, so he's willing to let you try to talk to the aggressive version of himself. Listen. This might be permanent for all we know. You might eventually just become aggressive, no matter what I say to you. But if I can get your aggressive side on my side, then you won't have to worry about anything. Even if the real you can never come back. Reggie's demeanor becomes a bit more worried at the possibility of the changes being permanent. He nods once more, signaling that he understands your plan. He braces himself for the conversation with the aggressive version of him, hoping for the best outcome possible. Are you still there? Oh no. Reggie nods, but it's difficult for him to speak as the effects of the potion still have a strong hold on him. You can see that he's trying to fight back the aggressive urges, but it's a constant struggle. Okay. Try to fight it enough to where it won't hurt me when it happens, but enough to where I can still talk to the aggressive side of you. There. It won't hurt me when it happens, but enough to where I can still talk to the aggressive side of you. Maybe once you stop having to fight it. Maybe the real you will be able to speak again. Period. Oh no. Reggie takes a deep breath as he concentrates on controlling the effects of the potion. He manages to gain just enough control to stop himself from attacking you, but still on the aggressive side of him on the surface. He nods in agreement, signaling to you that you can speak to the aggressive side of him now. Oh no. Hey. Oh no. Is he gonna speak to me? That's gonna be creepy. The aggressive side Reggie looks at you with a fierce gaze, clearly ready to fight. However, his eyes still show a hint of recognition as if he knows who you are. Hello. Listen to me, buddy. Alright, guys. Here's what happened. It says, hello. This is telling me to the aggressive side. Listen to me, buddy. I can see it in your eyes. You still recognize me instead of trying to attack. I can see it in your eyes. You still recognize me. Instead of trying to attack me, can you listen to me? The aggressive side of Red Sea is momentarily taken aback by your words. He takes a moment to process what you said. After a few seconds, he stops his aggressive stance and focuses on you, waiting for you to continue. Okay, I know you may see me as an enemy, but please, if the aggressive side of you can speak to me, tell me. Tell me this. Am I acting aggressive towards you, and am I trying to hurt you? The aggressive side of Ritzy tilts its head to the side as if he is thinking about your question. After a few moments, he speaks. No, you are not being aggressive towards me. You are not trying to hurt me. Exactly. So why are you trying to hurt me? I'm not your enemy, and you know that. The aggressive side of Red Sea hesitates for a moment before answering. It's the potion, he says, his voice still gruff and aggressive. It's making me feel angry and aggressive. I can't help it. Okay. You may not be able to help it, but you have some control, definitely. Because if you didn't, when I told you to stop and listen to me, you wouldn't have stopped. If the real you had some control. Do you see what I mean? There we go. Gracious Alvaretti pauses for a moment as if contemplating the words you've just spoken. He nods his head slightly, acknowledging what he understands what you mean. I see. His voice still rough but noticeably less aggressive. I do have some control. I may be aggressive, but I don't want to hurt you. Look, look, I know it may be an aggressive personality of you. Maybe that potion didn't necessarily curse you, but maybe it brought out something that you felt deep down. Like how you would feel if something ever happened to me. Or I just left you for no reason. Chris Alvaretti's demeanor softens slightly as he considers my words. He nods his head as if acknowledging that there may be some truth to what you're saying. Perhaps you're right, he says, his voice becoming less gruff and aggressive. Maybe the potion brought out a side of me that I've kept hidden all this time. The darker, more aggressive side of my love for you. Excuse me? Look, look, no matter what, I'm never going to betray you. But please don't ever betray me. If you attack me, instead of being on my side, then you would have taken away the one person who cared about you ever since you were a little baby Tyrannosaurus. Do you see what I mean? And probably taken away, wouldn't it? Er, There we go. The aggressive side of Richie looks at you with a mix of aggression and sadness in his eyes. He nods his head, acknowledging your words. I understand. He says, I don't want to hurt you. You've always been there for me, even when I was just a little baby Tyrannosaurus. I just feel so angry and aggressive, but I don't want to lose you. Like I said, like I said, aggressive or no, I know you're in there no matter what, and you're still loving me, even if it's deep down because of the aggressive behavior. But I haven't, and I never will, try hurting you. The greatest sovereignty is really by your words. Is the demeanor becoming less aggressive and more vulnerable? He nods once more. I know, he says, his voice cracking. Even in this aggressive state, I still love you. I can't help it. You're the one person who has always been there for me, regardless of anything. That's good, then. That means some of the real you. It's still there. It's still there. Just with a more aggressive and hostile personality. But I promise, I'm not a threat to you. You're much bigger than me. And even if I wanted to hurt you, I would be too scared to. Because I know you could instantly just eat me if you wanted to. I was gonna say bite your head off. The aggressive side of Reggie nods once more, acknowledging your words. He seems to be calming down, the anger and aggression slowly decreasing. You're right. He says softly, you're not a threat to me. You could never hurt me, even if you wanted to. I'm much bigger and stronger than you, and we both know that. But you have never used that against me, even in this money. What's... Okay. State. Alright, guys, a little bit longer with this one. So even if I had the opportunity to hurt you, I would not do that. If I wanted something bad to happen to you, I wouldn't even take care of you as a when you were a baby. So aggressive self-rescue gaze softens as he looks at you with a hint of vulnerability. He nods his head once more, acknowledging the trust and care you've shown him since he was a baby. I know, he says softly. I know you would never hurt me. You've always been there for me, even when I was nothing more than a baby Tyrannosaurus. You could have let me die, but instead you took care of me. You've shown me nothing but love and kindness. Aggressive or no. Or no. I still love you. Remember that, please. The next time you do feel more aggression. Chris Albertine nods his head in agreement as expressing himself even more. I will remember that, he says softly. No matter how much aggression I feel, I will always remember that you love me. You're the only one who has ever cared about me like this. I don't know how aggressive you're going to be. But listen, all I'm going to do is go over and gently pet you, like you always loved me to do. Just go over and gently pet you like you always loved me to do. So Reggie seems to hesitate for a moment, conflicted between his aggressive nature and the love he feels towards you. Ultimately, the love wins out, and he bows his head, allowing you to approach him. Be careful, he warns, his voice still gruff but noticeably less aggressive. Remember, I'm not gonna hurt you, and you know that. So please, just give me the chance. I walk over slowly and gently pet. What the frick? Slowly and gently pet. The aggressive Reggie flinches slightly as you approach. Yeah, he's still flinching even though, but he doesn't move away. When you gently place your hand on his head and start to pet him, he closes his eyes and lets out a soft growl. But it's not an aggressive one. Instead, it's more like a contented sigh, as if he's remembering the times you used to do this when he was just a baby Tyrannosaurus. See, I'm not going to hurt you. I know how much you love when I pet you. Virgil nods in agreement, expression softening even further. He leans into your touch, seeming to relish the moment. For a few moments, the aggressive within him seems to disappear, replaced by a sense of calmness and tranquility. It's almost as if your touch has a soothing effect on him, helping to calm the aggressive personality that the potion brought out in him. The next time you feel aggressive, just use your amazing sense of smell to find the and take out your anger on it. You know I'm not a threat. Chris Alvaretti nods once more, his gaze becoming more focused. He seems to be considering your words, mulling over the idea of using his heightened sense of smell to track down Shuckle and taking out his anger on him instead of you. It's almost as if your suggestion has given him a sense of purpose and direction for his aggression. Remember, even if you do get rid of that Pokemon, you can still use your aggression to protect me instead of hurting me. There we go. Greta's side of Rexy nods his expression, seeming more serious. He seems to be acknowledging your words and understanding the importance of using his aggression to protect you instead of harming you. It's as if your words have given him a new purpose and a sense of responsibility to use his aggression to safeguard you rather than using it to cause you pain. Hey, I have an idea. See if you still have those transforming powers that you got months ago from the other aggressive curse. Like, try transforming into a dragon. But remember to be careful and listen for my voice. If it does work, because I know when this first happened, as a dragon, you were extremely aggressive. Chris Alvaretti tilts his head to the side at calling your word. After a few moments, he closes his eyes and concentrates on trying to channel the powers that he had transformed into. He had to transform into a dragon. A few moments later, his body starts to shift and contort. Are you serious? Feeling larger and more draconic in appearance. When the transformation is complete, Retzi stands before you, now a massive adult-sized dragon with scales that glisten in the light. Hey. Uh, Stop! You still recognize me, right? Don't, please don't let your aggressive senses become heightened. Please, just be friendly. Be friendly, be sweet. Uh-oh. Why did I put Reki? What the frick? That's not his name. And now the dragon version of Red Sea looks at you with a fierce gaze, his eyes filled with a wild energy. However, as he looks at you, he seems to recognize your presence. His demeanor becomes slightly calmer, and his gaze softens a bit, as if words in your scent have managed to reach through the aggressive state brought out by the potion. And he has recognized you despite the transformation. There you go. See? See? It's just me. I'm not gonna hurt you. Even if you are a dragon. You look amazing like that. The dragon version of Rexy lowers his head, bringing it closer to me. He seems to be calmer now, his intense gaze replaced by a more focused and almost curious expression. Despite his fearsome appearance, he seems to have retained some of his normal self as he nudges you softly with his snout, almost as if asking for your attention and affection. See? It took a minute because he's a little bit more. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen because I noticed that, like, in this state, especially, it seems like Rexy stays aggressive more often. Like in the old cursed Rexy. The one where I'm actually starts a tiny raptor and he's aggressive, or turns aggressive and can turn into different things like that. I noticed the dragon seems to be one of the ones where he has, like, the fearsome, most aggressive personality you'll ever see. If he's staying calm now, that's a good thing. I reach out and gently pet. But for some reason, when I do, my body starts to transform into a baby Down dragon. That looks a lot. Oh, what? Oh dear. What the frick? As you reach out and gently pet the dragon version of Red Sea, something unexpected happens. Suddenly, you feel a strange sensation coursing through your body, and before you know it, you start to change and transform into a baby dragon yourself. You look down at your body and see that you have now taken on a similar appearance to the dragon version of Red Sea, albeit a much smaller and more adorable form. What? How? All I did was pet you. Dragon version of Retzi looks at you with an almost surprised expression, as if he can't quite, like, as if he can't quite believe what has just happened either. He leans in closer, studying my new appearance with fascination. Seems that as a result of petting the dragon version of Retzi, you have somehow transformed into a baby dragon yourself. How the frick? It's a strange and unexpected development, and even Retzi seems to be puzzled by what has just unfolded. If this is what's supposed to happen, then why didn't it happen when I was petting you? When you were still a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Oh boy. Ah, wait. The dragon version of Retzi looks at me with a mixture of confusion and contemplation, seemingly trying to understand the strange circumstances himself. After a moment, he speaks up, his voice gruff but tinged with curiosity. Perhaps there's a difference between our normal state and this dragon transformation, he says. Maybe petting me in my normal form doesn't trigger this change, but petting me in my dragon form does. Wait. I just thought of something else that it might be. Maybe this was planned by all along. Oh my gosh, why? All along. And he was hoping that if I became a tiny version of whatever you are, you would want to eat me more because of your aggressive personality that came from the potion. Uh-oh. The dragon version of Reggie's eyes widen in surprise at your words, a wave of realization washing over him. He looks down at you, his expression becoming serious and almost concerned. You may be right, he says, his voice gruff but tinged with worry. Shuck was a cunning and mischievous Pokemon, and it's possible that he planned this whole thing with the intention of causing me to be more progressive and potentially harm you. Luckily, luckily, dude, your aggressive side ain't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You actually still heard me and have been nice to me, even though you're supposed to be aggressive. Giant version of Reggie nods in agreement, his expression softening a bit your words. Despite the aggressive nature that had potion triggered in him, he seems to be somewhat aware of the situation and is trying to maintain some semblance of control over his actions. Yeah, I can still hear you, and I do recognize you, he says, his voice gruff but less aggressive than before. Your words have been helping me stay calm and maintain some control over my aggressive instincts. Before I could say anything, we heard something say, what? It's time. Attack that stupid dragon that's in front of you. He's got plenty of meat on his bones. Excuse me? What did you just say? Wait. What? We heard something say, Rexy, it's time. Wait, no. Rexy, it's time. Attack that stupid dragon that's in front of you. He's got plenty of meat on his bones. Don't you dare. The giant version of Rexy growls in anger as he hears Shuckle's words. Oh, thank Arceus he's on my side still. That stupid Shuckle, he says, his voice low and filled with rage. He's trying to get me to attack you, knowing that he's the one who caused all this trouble. Uh, then we hear the voice say, aggressive. Now. Very aggressive. Excuse me, what? Oh, heck no, please don't. Excuse me? Oh no. Giant version of Reggie's demeanor as he hears Shuckle's words is aggressive, ramping up once more, not again. He looks at me with a fierce gaze, expression becoming more intense and focused. Of course, Shuckle's command has heightened the giant version of Reggie's aggressive nature. Listen to me. It's me, remember? Calm down, buddy. I'm on your side, and I'm not your enemy. Oh no. John Verder hesitates for a moment. His expression conflicts as he tries to fight against the aggressive urges that have been heightened by Shuckle's command. He looks at you, recognizing your voice and presence, and tries to refocus his thoughts. His body's tense, but he seems to be trying to control his aggressive impulses against the command that Shuckle had given him. What is he, a robot? Uh, let's see. It's me, buddy. Please. You know I wouldn't hurt you. Remember what we just talked about? Aggressive or no, you're in there. And I love you. Chambers of Richie seems to struggle against the aggressive impulses that are coursing through him, but as he hears your words, he starts to calm down, his expression becoming less intense and more focused. He nods his head slowly, his gaze softening as he recognizes your voice and presence, and once again, credit your words and your love for him are helping him to regain control over his aggressive instincts. We hear the voice say, fine, if you want to snap out of it, then I have a better idea. Turn into a robot. Oh, wait, what? No, 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 please don't. Rexy, don't listen to him. I don't care. Curse or no, don't listen to him. I'm probably dead. See you guys for the next part where he's probably gonna screw me over.